Yeah, let's not do that. Let's do this. Let's watch some CDI. This is going to be a long one, so strap yourselves in.
This is one of the original stuffed Donkey Kongs from the early 1980s. Why does he have to have his hands like this? Like, what's he trying to tell us?
Yeah, what is he
look
doing?
Look at his face. He knows it's funny. It's like, hey, you, fuck you.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with me.
Yeah, it's gonna take a bit.
Gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
Yeah, Hotel Mario.
Oh boy. Let's talk about the Philips CDI. Now, if you're not familiar with the backstory, I'll give you a quick little rundown.
Okay,
Nintendo was working in conjunction with Philips to produce a CD-based add-on for the Super NES, which never came through. Now, Nintendo is also working with Sony on the same concept, and we all know what came of that, the PlayStation.
Yup,
But as for Philips,
the biggest
they
fumble
too
in
made their
video
own
game history.
console. However, they had permission to utilize some of the Nintendo franchises. Now, what came of that was a shitty Mario game and 3 shitty Zelda games.
Damn,
Link, the
3
Faces of
shitty
Evil,
Zelda games.
Zelda's Adventure, and Zelda, The Wand of Gamelon.
Wait, why did they put the booklet like that?
Okay?
Oh.
These games are notorious for their legendary ass suckage, which is hard to believe. How could there exist a bad Zelda game, let alone 3 of them, and on a console that's not
Skyward
Nintendo?
Sword.
Well, if you haven't heard of them,
Tears of the
you
Kingdom.
might think you're living under
and,
a rock, but let me tell you,
Triforce Heroes.
it's a rock
There you
worth
go.
living under.
Before we begin, let's talk about the console itself. To begin with, it barely fucking works.
CDI
That's a good
Zelda's
start,
awesome.
right? I had to buy 3. Yeah, 3 CDIs before I got one that's functional.
3
the first one wouldn't read
CDIs,
the disc.
3DIs
The second
even.
one right here had the same problems. I haven't returned it yet just because I wanted to show you what it looks like. So then finally, I got this big beast. Look how huge it is. It looks like
Holy
one of those
shit.
old VCRs. It is the biggest video game console I've ever seen.
It's
literally, you can fit 2 of these inside it. If
Actually, funny thing about the CDI, it's not a video game console. It is a video CD player. It is an interactive CD player. That's it. It just happens to play games.
you remember my Atari 5200 video where I commented how big it was? Well, both consoles are ridiculously huge, but the CDI just barely wins.
Damn.
But does it work? Yes, it
Xbox
does. But at
huge.
first, I thought the controller input was broken. I have 4 different controllers, and none of them worked, except for the wireless one, which sucks so bad it isn't even worth it. Then I found out that there's another input on the back. So the one in the front is either broken or intended for the second
It's
player.
for 2-player.
This means that every time I want to swap a controller,
Wait till you
I have
learn
to
how
pull
hard
out
it
the
is.
whole console.
Wait until you learn how hard it is to replace the battery for the RAM. Yep. That's actually the biggest failure point of the CDI is that the RAM chip has a battery in it, a cell phone battery, a coin battery, but these fucking douchebags, whoever designed the CDI was such a fucking douchebag. He welded the watch battery into the chip. So unless you're extremely careful, your CDI is basically bricked. That's awesome. I think he'll touch up
Humanity, man. Fucking
and that's the biggest
shit.
failure point.
That is a pain in the ass. Why couldn't both be on the front? Seriously, I couldn't even imagine what they were thinking.
Because the
Let's
designer,
talk about the
designer's a
controllers.
douchebag.
One is your average regular-ass controller. The next one looks like a spoon. I really don't understand it. And this one has this awkward joystick. It's so stiff. It's basically just a stick on top of a regular D-pad. Then you have the wireless one. This is the standard controller that comes with the system. But as I've said, it's terrible. Your finger keeps slipping off the joystick,
because
and the
it's
buttons
not
are
even
too
meant
close.
to be
Imagine if you
for
were trying to play Nintendo
games.
64 and all the
It still
buttons
has
were
a better
clustered
design
around
than
the
the
joystick.
Jaguar CD.
For your average point
It's
and
literal
click game,
toilet.
it's
It's
okay.
a literal
but for an
toilet.
action game like Zelda, it is nearly impossible to use this controller. It's all worth it just to play such
They made the
classics
lid
as Sticky
close
Bear
too tightly
Reading,
and
Lamb
stopped the
Chop,
disc from
Play Along, Sailing, and The Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe.
Hell yeah, the Flowers
yeah, it had
of
its share
Robert
of educational
Mapplethorpe.
games, some action
favorite.
games, but let's cut the bullshit and get to the ones you want to hear
And
about.
of course, the
The
best.
Zelda games are pretty rare and kind of expensive. Zelda's Adventure was over $180.
Now it's even
US
worse
dollars.
now. I
Not
think
counting
they're-
the money I had refunded for the bad consoles, all this in total cost about $700. I've been
Damn.
dying to do a CDI review for a long time, and partly due to financial and technical difficulties, that's what's been holding me back.
Oh my gosh, $700 was a comical amount of money to spend on a really shitty retro console. Now that is insane. That's fucking crazy.
But before we get to the Zelda games, let's start off with Hotel Mario.
Heck
Price
yeah,
on this one, I gotta
Hotel
be honest,
Mario.
was $0 because this one was a donation. Thanks, Casey.
Wow.
You might as well have sent me a turd wrapped in
Nice.
tinfoil.
Yeah.
As the game begins, you get a
There they
ridiculous
are.
cutscene.
Nice of the princess to invite us over for a picnic, eh,
Hey,
Luigi?
Luigi.
I hope
Oh,
you
you
made
made
lots of spaghetti.
Reminds me of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show,
Oh, man.
but way more cheesy.
Permanently imprinted in my brain. Those cutscenes, thanks to YouTube poop, permanently engraved into my memory. There's a spot in my brain that is entirely dedicated to Zelda CDI. I have a very normal and healthy obsession with Zelda CDI and YouTube poop.
The game is not what you'd expect. I mean, with a title like Hotel Mario, I guess I really didn't know what to expect, but not this. All you do is run around and shut doors. Yeah, seriously,
Wow.
the goal is to shut all the doors
Amazing.
before the time runs out, then advance to the next stage. Couldn't they
Just
have come up with
crush a
something
Goomba
better?
in
Like, how
one
about
hit,
kill all
by
the
the
Goombas
way?
and Koopa Troopas, but shut
Wow.
doors? As much fun as that sounds, it's even more fun when the doors keep opening again. Just when you think you're about to shut the last door and beat the level, another
This
door opens.
fucking
And by the time you run all the way
asshole
over there,
wiggler.
another one opens. Also, it seems that there's always somebody in your way. Like if I jump at the wrong time, I hit the Goomba on the top. Even if I try to
Oops.
stomp an enemy, I end up bouncing up and getting my ass killed. Oh, look here, I'm
Skill issue.
totally fucked. Here I go, I'm kicking ass.
Yeah! Combo!
Fuck, you gotta watch the door.
Uh-oh. The CDI and 3DO are part of this fad in the 90s to make everything multimedia, everything machines that never work because they sucked at having good games or even exclusives. And the console aspect made the multimedia part get too expensive. That's why the 3DO was like $600 MSRP,
Doors.
something like
Speaking
that.
of doors, you can actually hide in the doors, which helps out sometimes. But these things with the arrows, let's talk about them. They're elevators, or they could be stairwells,
Jinx.
whatever. Where the arrow
Well, they're
points
elevators.
make sense. They go up, they go down. But the controls take some time to get used to. By instinct, if I see a down arrow, I press down. But that's not how it works. You have to hit up, regardless
that's
of which
about
elevator
bog
you're on.
standard,
And when you
isn't it?
arrive at the other end, you're in that hiding position, so you have to hit down to step out.
Oh,
so
now I see the
often,
problem.
you find yourself having to hit up on the down arrow, and when you go down to the up arrow, you press down. That's fucking confusing.
Oh, I get it.
And the elevators don't always go where you expect. No, it takes me to the other side where I get killed by the fucking caterpillar. The game is
Dumbass.
actually more reminiscent of arcade games from the early 80s, like
Ooh,
Donkey
heck
Kong
yeah.
and Mario Brothers. And for
Donkey
something
Kong?
like that, Hotel Mario actually isn't too bad. It is challenging, I'll give it that. But the fact is, this was not the early 80s. This was 1994, and it was a next-generation console. Originally, they planned to release a sequel to Super Mario World titled Super Mario's Wacky Worlds, but it was canceled,
Wacky
and what we
World.
got was this.
What a
End
shame.
of story.
Multimedia
All the
ma-
CDI stuff is a shit sandwich that's too big for one mouthful. So check in for part 2. We're going to look at the Zelda games.
Chicken for part 2, and we'll play some CDI. If the console sucked, you could just get a CD player for a third of the cost. Multimedia machines never work. Then how the fuck did the PlayStation do so well? Because it was affordable, $299. Because the PlayStation was $299 and it was a CD player. And the PS2 was just as cheap. And it played DVDs. DVDs were pretty big. And the rest is history. And now Sony pretty much owns all the video games. All toast is toast. Oh, the hands on the DK toy were shaped like that so you could connect multiple DKs together. Now that's awesome. The only people who bought them are rich assholes who wanted to flex. And the PlayStation could play CDs, but most people got them for games. Huh. Who would have figured? But the best part was, but you also forget that part of the ad campaign for the PlayStation was, especially in you guys' neck of the woods in Europe, they would have DJs play some music through a PlayStation. These games might be the sole reason that Nintendo is so protective of their IPs today. That and Super Hornio Brothers, but that's a different story. I remember that's part of the ad. Holy shit!
Got him!
Well, you sure did, Zelda. You sure did.
He's gonna
At least in the UK or something like that.
To play the shitty games that suck ass, he'd rather have a buffalo. Take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with me.
Yeah, they did it in the UK.
Angriest gamer you've ever heard.
And they had PS1 chill out
The angry
zones.
Nintendo nerd. He's the angry
Wand of
Atari
Gamelon.
Sega nerd. He's
Wand
the
of
angry
Gamelon is
video
definitely
game
a good one. And by that I mean entertaining.
I have been dreading this day for a long time. It's time to play the Zelda CDI games.
Heck
Now, the
yeah.
first two,
The
Link to the
closest we
Faces of
got
Evil and
is
Zelda Wand of
RZ.
Gamelon, were both released on the same day, October 10th,
Wow, it's like
1993.
Pokemon,
You can think
but
of them as brother
not-
and sister game.
but not
I'm going
like
to try out
Pokemon.
Wand of Gamelon first.
To begin with, I thought this might have been an interesting game because you actually play as Zelda, you know, the one who's in the
Wow.
title of every Zelda game. Also, it's a side-scroller, much like in Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. I've always wondered why Nintendo never made any more Zelda games in this style. So going into this game, I couldn't imagine how bad it would be. Link is seen only in these infamous cartoon cutscenes.
Link, go to Gamelon and find my
Oh, look
father.
at that.
Great!
I can't wait to bomb some dongos.
God, way more corny than
Yeah.
the Link from the TV series.
Wake up
But
in
these
time.
scenes are only the icing on the shit cake.
Right, dear.
The first thing I find kind of disappointing is the instruction manual. Counting the English section, it's only 10 pages. All you get is a very brief storyline and bland descriptions. If you look at the
Wow.
original Nintendo manual, look at how elaborate and colorful it is.
Whoa!
Let's talk about
Color.
the controls.
They really
Regardless of
skimped
which
out.
controller you have, it seems the CDI only uses 2 buttons. So to jump, you have to
it
press
does.
up. Being that it's a platform game and a lot
Yeah,
of the jumps
up
have
is
to be done
jump.
with perfect accuracy,
Pressing up the jump
it wears
is
on
really
your
fucked
thumb
up.
real fast. And
It's-
sometimes
you
when
can
I'm
tell
trying
it's
to press left or
European.
right, I end up
Russian to
jumping
be
by
exact.
accident. The first button is the sword. The second button is everything else. Opening doors, bringing up the status screen, and using an item. It's a fucking mess, and it causes nothing but problems. To bring up the status screen, you have to crouch down and hit the button. To begin
Down
with,
and
that's a
the
pain in the ass. But if you're in front of a door and push the button, you end up going through the door, regardless of whether you're standing or crouching. So if you want to bring up the status screen, you gotta stay away from the doors. Also, the status screen is the only way you can pause the game. Sometimes I forget or don't realize I'm in front of a door, so I try to bring up the status screen, and then I get up to take a piss only to realize that I'm in another room getting my ass handed to me. The problem also works the other way around. If you're trying to go in the door, you have to be certain that you're standing right in the middle, or else you end up using your item. I've wasted
use all your bombs,
so many bombs just trying to go in the damn doors. And you want to know what I fucking hate? To collect rupees or anything, you have to stop and hit them with your sword. And you can't be standing in front of them either. You have to be in the right position. There's no other way.
Really
you don't have to do that in any other Zelda game. You see a rupee, all you need to do is touch it. But in this piece of shit, every single rupee slows you down. Most of the time I ignore them, but as it turns out, you need rupees more than ever in this game. Many of the items that you use take rupees away when you use them, and you constantly need to buy bombs, lantern oil, and ropes. The bombs are for killing tough enemies and blowing your way into certain places you need to go. Sometimes, just to blow up one boulder, it takes 10 bombs. You think that's enough?
There we go.
Lanterns are for lighting the dark areas, and let me tell you, this game got really carried away with this. It's common in Zelda games that there's always dark areas, usually in caves or dungeons in which you need to light the way. But in this game, it seems every fucking place you go, it gets dark. Even in the treetops in broad daylight, it happens. And the lantern only lasts for a few seconds, and then it goes dark again. Cut me a break.
Oh my god.
So you're constantly switching back to the status screen to keep selecting the lantern oil. And when it runs out, being stuck in the dark is absolutely miserable. You can't even see the fucking door to find your way back out. So finding the door in the dark is a bitch. But other times the problem is trying to get your ass away from the door. Watch this situation.
Oh god.
I go in the door. It's dark. I need the lantern, so I crouch down and try to bring up the select screen, and I exit the door. What the fuck? So I go back in. This time I make more of an effort to step away from the door. I try the status screen again, and what happens? I go out the damn door again. So this time I go back in, I walk to the left, and finally I'm able to bring up the status screen and select the lantern. As the room illuminates, you can see how big that door was. Even if I know I'm about to step into a dark room and I select the lantern in advance, it still doesn't make a difference because if I try to use the lantern while I'm touching the door, I'll have the same problem. It would really help
because
if all
the
that
use
shit didn't
item
have to be
button
the
is
same
the same
button.
as the interact
I know
button.
I'm digging deeper and deeper into the same topic, but it really is a continuous problem. It can even get you killed. Say I go into a dark room, I step away from the door, and I fall. How was I supposed to know there was a crevice there? All because I can't use the lantern at the door. It's fucking bullshit! But now that I've discussed all the problems with using the lantern in the dark rooms, let's talk about the ropes. You use them for climbing all those tough-to-reach platforms. But why you can only use a rope one time makes no sense. Why does Zelda have to carry around 20 fucking ropes? Why can't she use the same one?
Because
and if you die, you go back to the beginning of the stage. So you're constantly wasting your ropes. Let me tell you, there's nothing more frustrating than making it to the end of the stage, then realizing you have no more ropes. So it's back to the fucking store.
Back to the
But damn, I haven't even started talking about how hard it is to maneuver. First of all, you can't jump straight down. If you want to go down, you have to keep following the walkway until you get to an area you can drop. This little blue guy, he's too short to hit, and if I try to jump over him, I end up back at the top. So I gotta keep walking side to side just to go down. The graphics are so convoluted you can't even tell where you can go. Look at this, what the fuck, I can't go through. So I gotta go to the right, and then down, and then back to the left again. You just have to jump all around until you find which of the rocks you can land on. Alright, I found one right here, so just gotta, there we go. It's hard to jump over gaps, even when it seems plain obvious. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me. Sometimes a moving platform or crocodile will get in your way. What? That little gap? And sometimes if you jump on a platform, you fall through. How in the holy mother of shit did I miss that branch? It's also strange to get people to talk, you stab them with your sword.
Yeah, just shank them.
Anything for an Arpago's sake.
My cakes will burn.
Just to hear stupid shit like that. It's real annoying when you're trying to fight enemies and there's someone nearby. You end up hitting them and making them talk.
Get the fuck out of the way, Impa.
Oh my.
And why is everybody so twisted and scary?
Bring some fairy dust and I'll make it a magic cloak.
Whoa, scary.
Attacking is awkward. It seems
Creepy.
your sword never hits anything. Even if
that
you just keep
animation
swatting
magic.
at the air, your enemies always seem to hit you first. You can only hit what's directly in front of you,
hitbox.
but it always seems enemies are coming from high above you or from too low.
It's that classic
I
bullshit.
swear that more than half the enemies
She's gonna
in this
huff
game
that
are too
fairy
short
dust,
to hit.
alright.
You always
That
have to be at
nose
the
ki-
precise
yeah,
altitude.
Fairy dust.
Look at this.
they
I can't
call
hit
it.
him below the branch, and I can't hit him when I'm on the branch. How do I hit this thing? Come on, motherfucker, come on! Oh, man.
Got it.
Seriously,
but
what is
now
it
you're
with
off
all
the-
these bats? All I'm trying to do is get
Again
out of
with
the
the
cave.
goddamn
Bats
bat.
keep on coming. Fuck!
Again with the bat.
Then there's this part where you walk into a room and there's two assholes throwing spears. Gonna try again. If only I could get close enough.
If only I had bombs.
As hard as it
Use
is
the
to get close
bombs.
to your enemies, sometimes the problem is being too close. Come on, you fucking piece of shit. Get off me! And there's no recovery time. They can drain all your energy in a second.
Oh, no iframes. That's fun.
Come on, jump over. Fuck, can't believe that. And if you're too close to the top of the screen, you can barely jump at all. Oh my god. Sometimes enemies don't appear until you're right next to them. Where the fuck did he come from?
Wow,
Look,
nice.
you can clearly see that nobody's there, but as soon as I go up, bam, I'm dead.
Boom.
It's awful.
But
It really
as difficult
is
as it can be
awful.
to slay the regular enemies, the boss battles are ridiculously easy if you know what weapon to use. They only take one hit. When
Zap.
you kill them, you get these amusing cutscenes.
You've killed me.
Good.
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 You killed me. Good.
Good. He turned into a chicken. He's a chicken. Good. You killed me. Good. She just slashed a guy, watched him melt, and she just smiles. Good. Savage.
Gotta calm down.
Is she an endgame Final Fantasy raid? Because that's fucking savage. That was savage.
Man, I'm going completely insane, but I can't quit because I'm up to Ganon.
You dare
Crenando!
bring light to my lair?
It's Crenando!
You must die.
It looks like a
Die!
joke. He makes the Ganon from the cartoon series look
Die!
badass. And it's very surreal coming all this way to fight Ganon and then just throwing the wand of Gamelon at him. That's
Yeah,
it.
just
One hit,
chuck
he's
it.
dead.
The chains!
You haven't seen the last of me.
Yeah, just hit him with the chains.
After you've killed him, they still have the nerve to have spikes falling from the ceiling. Wouldn't that be a shame to kill
Yeah,
Ganon
fuck.
only to have a spike
Nice.
drop
Why
on
did
your
they
head?
make Ganon look like
Then
a
you rescue the
pug?
king and Link.
I guess they
What
forgot
happened?
to the eye.
Nothing,
I
Link.
think they
We were just
misspelled
about
it.
to
It's
have a
supposed to be
feast.
Pig, not a pug.
They all yuck it up and everything's fine.
Well, in conclusion, some might say that there are
Green.
redeeming factors to this game. The music's pretty cool, and the graphics are nice and colorful.
And those cutscenes, they are destined for gold. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. They're destined for gold. Wah, wah, wah. Bom, bom, bom. And those cutscenes are destined for gold. Yum, yum, yum. Holy shit. Amazing.
Some might call it
Amazing.
a mixed bag.
Yes.
But let me tell you what kind of mixed bag. It's a
Huh?
trash bag that's had a bad day. Like say your
Oh.
mom cleans out the cat litter. Fresh and stale duty pebbles go right in the bottom of
Booty
the bag.
pebbles? Like
and then your
Fruity
sister
Pebbles?
throws out her
No.
used tampons. And where do they
Booty
go?
Pebbles,
In the
like
same
poop.
bag.
Like
and then your brother
shit.
comes home, piss-ass drunk, just upchucks, pukes right into the bag.
Oh.
Now, I'm not trying to be disgusting, but that is a realistic situation. And what it all comes down to, that's a nasty bag. But I'd rather take that shit out to the garbage than deal with this piece of fuck. Fuck this game. Get out of my face. And you know what the worst part about it is?
What is it, James?
I still have 2 left.
Oh shit. I am mean. Oh, that is another animation magic banger. That's another animation magic banger. All right, last piece of the unholy Triforce.
Whatever I see, I shall devour.
What the? What the fuck? Were they on drugs? I want some of that.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the
Angry Nintendo dork. Wait, why did I am mean? Why did it censor I am mean though?
Video game nerd.
Why did it do that?
It's time to wrap up this CDI shitfest. Let's take a look at the two
CDI
remaining Zelda
shitfest.
games. First, Link, The Faces of Evil. All the same problems I addressed in Zelda Wanna Gamelon are present here, so there's not much
yes.
need to go into such detail again. It has the same style of gameplay and the same cheesy cutscenes.
Do you know what it means when you lose your last ruby? Now you work for me.
Whoa!
Take him away.
You're doing
Purification
great,
beam.
Link. You are our hero.
Man, those fairies really like Link.
Oh,
The only real difference with this
oh,
game...
they got in their own. They got high off their own supply of. Remember the fairy dust?
is that you play as Link, and this time you're going to rescue Zelda, so the roles have been reversed.
Yeah, why is it all?
If you watch the demo,
is it all
Link tells you how to play the game.
twisted?
Move the controller down, and I crouch. When I'm crouching, you can make me do the duck walk.
Do the duck
Cool,
walk.
huh?
Cool, huh? Super
One difference
cool.
is that you have to collect snowballs and fireballs. There's some enemies that can only be killed by either of these weapons, so it only adds more to your inventory that you have to keep up
More
with.
garbage.
So even more so than the other game, you spend half the time collecting these items and collecting rupees so that you can buy bombs, rope, and lantern oil. And
All
to top
on
it
top
off,
of that,
there's
grind,
more weapons
grind,
that drain your
grind.
rupees. Could this be any more tedious? And I hate collecting rupees. Oh, come on, you can't even get two at the same time?
That's lame.
And the jumping is still a big problem. Come on, why can't I get up there?
Oh, you had it? The TV remote. Only good about this game is more shoe. Yep, good old more shoe. Yep. You don't need to do that, James.
It's time to start dropping some F-bombs.
F-bombs? Oh, they got me! Ah, hey, stop! Stop
Probably
attacking my
the worst
quadrant.
example is right here. I'm trying to go in the door. Seems simple, right? But I can't approach the door from any conceivable angle. If I'm below the door, I can't reach it, at least not without a rope. Too bad I had to use them all in order to get this far. I can't approach it from the other side because the pillar's blocking me. This is the part I really don't understand. You can pass through the bottom of the pillar and you can pass through the two pillars before it, which look exactly the same. Why is it that I can't go through this one fucking part? It seems the only way I can make it is to drop down from the top, but I can't get back up there. I'm jumping everywhere. I obviously can't go back up, which is ironically the way I came, all because I missed the jump, which is hard to begin with because you're so close to the ceiling.
Well,
I'm
go
also
fuck yourself. You
prohibited
gotta
from
do it
going to
again.
the left. Whether I'm
Kill
on the
yourself.
top or the bottom floor, there's a fucking piece of shit in the way. So once you fall down there, you're
Stalagmite,
stuck.
for
This
sure.
is a joke.
It does look
They
like shit.
designed
It does
this
look
part of
like
the stage
shit.
to be a trap. The only way to
does
get out of
look
this
like
is
shit.
to stand here and let the falling spikes kill you. If it wasn't for them, you'd have to reset the game and lose all your data. The darkness is still a huge issue. Look, my lantern oil ran out, so I can't find my way back. So I'm really up shit creek without a paddle. And that means I'm paddling through the shit with my hands. Talking to people is still a strange ordeal.
Yeah,
Why
shove
do
it
you
up
have to
his
shove a
ass.
sword up their ass? Right up their ass.
Right up their ass.
You also use the sword
Still
to buy
better than the
stuff.
trap-
If the shop owner gets in your way, you end up talking to him.
Lamp oil.
Go away, I'm trying to buy bombs.
Lamp oil, rope.
And here, once again, I'm trying to fight, but I
Man,
keep
James-
talking to this asshole.
James edging with the bombs.
Go away.
part.
Through the eye of Glutko.
The enemies, once again, are a pain in the ass. Half of them are impossible to hit. Look at this. I'm trying to go down, but the fucking warthogs are in my way.
Stupid freaking pigger.
This would be so simple if you could just jump down.
Oh my goodness, this is awful!
Another nuisance is that I can't hit the Dodongos because the bombs just fly over them. If I could duck and throw the bomb, maybe I could hit him, but you can't do that because it activates the status
You know,
screen.
the game that has you
Yeah,
search a
you have
million
to be
rooms except
standing to
one
use your
randomly
items.
traps you with no
And I
way
hate
out.
these
With
damn
words,
snakes.
haha,
Your
written.
timing has to be perfect.
Wow, nice. Real fun. Come on, you almost
I
get.
hate these fucking bastards. But these
Damn
gargoyle
snakes.
things are the worst. They take several hits to kill, and they never stop coming. If you
And they
stay
don't
there
stop
and try
coming.
to fight them off, you'll be there forever. I'm not kidding. It makes the most sense to just try and outrun them. All right, Ganon,
There we
here
go.
I come.
And I will make your face
Wait.
the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die.
All I need is just one shot with a book.
All right.
Yeah, it's a book this time.
Throw the book at him.
One hit.
Double
That doesn't
KO.
count.
Into the pit!
Double
I still
KO.
get the dramatic death scene, but I'm back outside the castle. Fuck. So I gotta go all the way through
Double
the castle
KO.
again, and when I get there, thankfully Ganon's still dead. Then you gotta wait
There we
Zelda.
go.
Come on!
Yeah,
I'm here to rescue your royal ass. Get the hell up!
Come on.
Wake the fuck up. Oh, I get it.
Oh, the
I
gong.
just saved you from Ganon. I won.
I won.
Nothing short of poetry. Let's move on to the final piece of what's
Alright.
known as the Unholy Triforce.
Here we go. It's Zelda's Adventure.
Zelda's Adventure was released the following year in 1990.
Did he say he was gonna turn Link's face into a mountain? No, because the faces of evil. Because Korodai has the faces of evil. Zelda showing the feet for the feet bros in the audience.
94.
Yeah,
Unlike the other two,
freaks
this
in the
one doesn't have
audience.
the cartoon cutscenes. Instead, it's
The
digitized
freaks
actors.
in the audience.
Sometimes they don't even move; they just crossfade.
So I found this champion of strength and courage. It
As the
is
title
you.
would suggest, it's the only other game where you play as Zelda, going
it's
to
a
save
top-down
Link's ass
view.
once again.
Awesome.
You have to find dungeons where in each one you collect a piece of a stone, much like pieces of the Triforce in the original Zelda game. So this one follows the classic
of the
format a little more,
Tri-Stone.
not to mention it's an overhead view. That means you don't have to do
Nice.
stupid shit like push up to jump and crouch to bring up the inventory screen.
Thank goodness.
You can also touch the rupees and hearts without having to attack them.
Finally!
Of course, you do have to wait for them to touch the ground, which is confusing since it's
Yeah,
overhead.
it's-
It's better than the other two CDI games, but not by a whole lot. The most
They like to suck
constant
on
annoying
toes.
thing
At
is
least they
waiting
don't
for the
walk around
screen
in
to load.
diapers.
Watch how long it takes. And you're probably thinking, oh, it can't do that every time. Oh yeah, it does. Imagine how long it takes you to get anywhere. Look at the original Zelda. Watch how quick it is.
Wow.
See? And that was
Cartridges.
on an old 8-bit console. Damn CD load time. Look at this. That's when you grab your beer.
Yep. Gotta love those the early CD loading times. I love my single speed discs. I love single speed spin drives. Awesome.
The next thing that's really annoying is that somebody keeps talking to you.
Zelda, Zelda,
Mom?
do not roam unprotected.
Shut the fuck
Look
up.
nearby for something to aid you.
What is Zelda hearing voices in her head? Crazy
Schizo.
bitch.
Schizo.
Unlike other Zelda games where the dialogue is all text, this one uses real bad voice acting.
Those who go deep into the earth learn to overcome the sins of grief.
Hey, who goes there? Aren't you letting me and my boss Lord? You can't come in here.
Even the sound effects aren't appropriate.
I don't know, it's
Why do
kinda
the fires have
cheesy.
humanoid grunts? And what the hell is that thing? What is that?
Those moblins out there are so slow and stupid.
You don't get very much music either. Just immerse yourself in the good old outdoors.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes, my favorite Zelda theme. Ambient, what is it called? Ah, yes, my favorite Zelda soundtrack, environmental noises.
I also find the ground very strange looking, almost like a satellite view. These would be trees, so maybe Zelda's a giant.
Giantess.
Oh, look, we got a ladder. Remember that from the original Zelda? Remember how to
I
use
remember
it? You just
the
walk
ladder.
right across.
Just walk across.
Let's see how easy it is
like a
here.
key
You come
item.
to a gap, you got to go to your menu.
Okay, load.
Select the ladder.
Ladder.
And then use it.
And then
you always
there
have to
you
select
go.
shit. Take this for example. In any good Zelda game, how do you buy stuff? Like this.
Just grab it.
That's easy, right? Here,
GPS
you gotta
Zelda
stop,
sounds nice.
bring up the menu.
Giantess Zelda.
Select the rupee.
All right, get the rupee.
And there. What a bunch of
Then
fuck.
you can buy
wise picture, young princess.
And I
100
gotta
rupees
say,
for
the
a
menu
candle?
screen sucks. First of all, you can only hold one item. That includes the sword or wand, whatever.
The
In
wand
the
of
other games, you
Gamelon?
always have the sword and can select an additional item. Of course,
Yeah,
the
that's the
CDI doesn't
standard.
utilize as many buttons, so whenever you need to use something,
Because
you bring up the
whoever
menu screen.
designed the controller
and
and the
thing that
programming
really pisses me
and
off
is
is that
a
you have to
retard.
scroll through the items, not by pressing left or right on the D-pad. No, by moving the cursor to the left or right arrow and painstakingly clicking until you see the item you want. That
Because this is a holdover from the actual design of the CDI, which it's meant to be a computer thingy. It's meant to be a computer thingy to play, to look at Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
is bullshit. Why couldn't they fit them all on the screen like the other games?
Because
How
they
about
wanted
the
to be
map
unique,
screen?
and they're
In
also
any other Zelda
European.
game, you can bring up the
And they're
map
also
with the
European.
ease of a single
That's
button.
the worst part.
That's simple, right? Well, here, the map screen is inside the item screen. Yeah, so whenever you want to see the map, you have to bring up the item screen, select the map, look at the map, go back to the item screen, and finally back to the game. How about getting treasure?
How
you think you just
tedious.
open it and there'd be nothing more to it than that. But no, the fucking treasure chest starts talking to you.
Why, what a great event.
Then it spits out the treasure, and the first time I didn't even
What
know
the-
what happened. Whatever happened to
Hyrule's
this?
gone crazy. It's gone cuckoo
How
banana
about
crazy.
this shit? Somebody gives me an empty bottle and tells me to go fill it up at the source of the river. Well, I can't just go to any riverbank, I don't know. But anyway,
this
I go to
one's
the
special.
source, which is this fucking skull
Which
thing.
says you're just
I
chatting.
select the
Yeah.
bottle, and then it doesn't just
Yeah.
fill up. It mysteriously disappears from Zelda's hands and then reappears behind her to the left. What? You're never even
strange.
sure what the items are going to do. I got a flute, and I was told to use it against a snake. So I use the flute, and what happens? It kills the snake, but not before freezing me, making me momentarily helpless while the snake nearly kills me. Thanks. But one
Yeah,
major
nice.
problem I have is that the save function doesn't seem to work.
Reminds
if I
me of
turn off
Limbo
the
of the
game, it
Lost.
erases all the data. That sucks. The overall
Yep, there's your problem. The save RAM's fucked. Oh, shit. So that is gonna... So that is... that console is probably already dead by now.
overall design is horrendous. You can never tell where to go. See that dark area right there? That's a cave. You're supposed to go in there. But with all the random rock patterns, you'd think it was just part of the wall. And when I got to this part, I thought it was a hole in the floor till I realized that it's just part of the ceiling. Rarely does that even happen, and it occurs right after the part where you need a ladder. So naturally, I thought it was a hole. Here, I'm just trying to go to the right, but something apparently is blocking my path. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that destroyed house.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Get over there. I'm stuck.
Oh no!
Fuck!
Oh
Even
no!
the dungeon maps aren't consistent.
Dead.
See the white square? That's where I am. But if I go up, it jumps me all the way up here. And it happens more than once. You just jump all over the map. In other Zelda games,
What?
there's secret passageways
Why,
that
though?
transport you all around the dungeon. That makes sense. But here, when you're just walking to the next screen and suddenly appears someplace different on the map, it's like, what the hell happened to this
How?
game?
I don't believe this.
Good programming.
I seriously don't believe
Very good
this.
programming. Thumbs up.
That's it. That's all I can take. How could they fuck up Zelda this bad?
Very
It's not
easily.
a Zelda game. I wouldn't call it that. Oh, but it is. It has Zelda and it has Link. Yeah, you know what? That's a pointless argument right there. That's like if your dad says, I fucked your mom. It's like, I can't argue with that. Playing these games is as worthwhile as melting a dog turd on a frying pan. Yeah, put some buffalo puke and some cat piss all over it, and you have a shit sandwich that is Zelda CDI. This game fucking sucks! Fucking sucks! Fucking sucks! Oh yeah, and the Mario game, that one sucks too! CDI sucks!
CDI does suck. But you know what doesn't suck? This song. Oh man. Zelda in the gilded toilet bowl. More like. Link in the septic tank of Destiny. But yeah, CDI, it's not supposed to be a video game console, but unfortunately, it has video games. However, AVGN throws a "You killed me" good. The faces of evil. At least they were honest about the cutscenes. Those faces do in fact look very evil. Move the controller down and I crouch. When I'm crouching, you can make me take a shit. Cool, huh? Oh, that's I bet that's a YouTube poop quote. The wizard at the beginning of Zelda's adventure wasn't even a hired actor. It was the game's composer that they stuck in a rented costume. Someone reviewed Christmas Crisis on the CDI and it was bad, just as badly designed. I won! But yeah, the moral of the story is do not play the Zelda games or the Nintendo games on the CDI. Instead, play Surf City by the Beach Boys. That is infinitely better. Take me down to Surf City. Love it.